Hey there, what's happening? I'm Michael Eaves. Seth Greenberg is standing by with a much-needed therapy session for Big Blue Nation. Plus, Villanova and Texas, a pair of top 20 teams, trade jumpers down in Austin. In the NFL, it was a battle of 8 and 3s, and Baker Mayfield produced his best game as a pro in a significant win over the Titans. And the Jets find a new way to lose. Reaction from the Meadowlands on how Gang Green let one slip away in the final seconds. But we got to start with what we saw from Kentucky and what Kentucky fans are not seeing right now, and that's wins. Kentucky falls to 1 and 3 to start the season. The last time John Calipari coached team was 1 and 3 to start the season, it was his first season in Memphis 20 years ago. But that's where the Cats are right now. Scoring way down, and those turnovers, those continue to be an issue. But as promised, Seth Greenberg here with us as we start SportsCenter. And let me speak for Big Blue Nation, Seth. What the hell is going on with Kentucky?
They're not a good basketball team, plain and simple. They're not a good basketball team. They don't compete. They don't take care of the basketball. They didn't recognize the changing defenses of Georgia Tech. And when they turned it over, their effort getting back in transition was hard. They get open shots, they pass them up. They take the ball into traffic, they turn it over. Their decision-making defensively, they got to guard the ball and keep it in front. They didn't keep it in front, so what happens? Dribble penetration, dump-offs. Moses Wright has a career night. They're not competitive. They're not tough. They don't have a point guard right now in this moment in time. They look like a young basketball team, and I understand they're a young basketball team, but they need to be better. And this is the hard thing about Kentucky, because when you decide to go to Kentucky, there's an expectation.
Correct.
And if you don't fulfill that expectation, obviously, there's accountability. And right now, everyone's accountable. This team is not playing well. They're not tough enough. They're not physical enough. They're not mentally tough enough. They're not emotionally tough enough. And right now, I don't see it getting much better until they start taking care of the basketball and improve their point guard play.
Yeah, you talk about those turnovers. They've had at least 15 turnovers in every game so far this season, more than 20 in this loss to Georgia Tech. All right, so let's go big picture down the road, okay? A lot of teams struggle early on but can find their way in the middle of the season and still make a run. How do you see that potentially playing out for this squad under John Calipari?
Well, first, I think David Mintz is going to be the point guard. I think Devin Askew, right now, he's just not ready. Like, he should be in his senior year of high school. He should be getting ready to play for some holiday tournament for Matter Day, maybe the Hoop Hall here in Springfield. Right now, the plays that he's making, he's driving in, leaving his feet. He doesn't know when to shoot it, when not to shoot it. He doesn't get by his man. That's a problem. He's got to develop into that. Now, these kids missed the whole summer.
Yep.
Basically, they were in quarantine. They missed the opportunity.
So were all the other programs too,
no
though,
doubt about it, but they're not starting all these freshmen and these first-year players. So I'd say go with the experienced Mintz. Now, he's got to understand good shot, bad shot, get us in offense, when to be aggressive. Those wing guys got to play lower and stronger. I look at Terrence Clark, I look at Boston. They're very good prospects. But now they've got to become players. They've got to become winning players. You can't, just because you have talent doesn't mean you're a winning player. It means you're a talented guy that has the potential to be a winning player.
Right.
What is a winning player? A guy that doesn't take plays off. The guy that drives it, is strong, and is on balance, and knows the difference between being open and then making a play. And a guy that understands how to make the next pass. And then when he makes a mistake, who can convert down the other end, all right, and compete defensively. They stopped competing defensively. They didn't recognize defenses. Like Georgia Tech did a nice job of changing defenses. You've got to recognize defense. They did a poor job of that. And then up front, now look at these decisions these guys make on drives. All right, here's a contested shot, boom, wide open three. Dribble penetration. Here Moses attacks the closeout.
That can't happen.
Speed. You got to stay between the ball and the basket. Everyone teaches in high school. Stay between the ball and the basket. Lays closeout, wide open three. The inability to defend the basketball. If you can't defend the ball, you can't defend. So if you get beat off the dribble and now you're in rotation, two things happen. Dump off layups, or the ball goes on the glass and people get to the offensive glass. They didn't guard the ball on the perimeter. They didn't take care of the basketball offensively. Their shot selection was suspect. They're going to get better. There's no doubt. Cal will try to figure it out. But now they've got two problems. They got to get better in terms of their ability and their understanding of college basketball. And now, self-doubt.
Yeah.
Because these guys thought, here's the deal, Michael, and you follow it. These guys think you go from high school to college, it's easy. They watch it on TV, go, yeah, I can do that. That jump from high school to college is really hard. Learning how to compete, learning how to play with other good players, understanding that now these scouting reports are sophisticated, they're taking away what you do well. It's a lot more physical. You take a play off, you get exposed. You take a bad shot, and it's a transition play the other day.
Right.
These other guys you're playing against, they're preparing for the game. They're on scholarship also. They have expectations also. So the mental aspect for John Calipari is as important as anything else he's doing, getting him to understand how hard you got to play, how competitive you have to be, but also massaging their egos.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Hey, several days ago, Calipari tried to tell Kentucky fans this is going to be a rough stretch based on their schedule. But I think even the most pessimistic UK fan did not think they would be 1-3 to start this season. More on Kentucky as we get along with the season. But right now, take a look at